Startups are really hard, and let me tell you a story of when I tried to build my own startup during the pandemic. So, I really wanted to start a hedge fund, and little old me was kind of ambitious when I first graduated school and thought that, you know what, I can definitely run my own business. And my parents were like, it's really hard. It's much better to work for someone else because they take care of you. It's a lot easier. And I was like, you know what, I can do this. And I saw examples of, all the young entrepreneurs out there that really made it work. For example, Mark Zuckerberg or Elizabeth Holmes, and even like Sam Bankman-Fried at the time, because they were really young when they started these companies. And this woman called Christina Chi, which hosted a seminar on how she started a hedge fund, but even she quit and started her own fintech company. Regardless, there's a lot of things I learned, more about the dark side of human nature, really, when trying to learn how to run a startup company and also in investing as well. Some of the things I've learned is that it's very easy to get swooped in the noise and the emotions when it comes down to just market mania. So we know that when there was a lot of free money in the market, a lot of people were essentially just pumping trades and saying hodl, like it's essentially the simple rule is that do the opposite what the crowd is. But at that point, like you're so sucked in, you wouldn't even know what the crowd is. And at that point, the crowd is making so much money, so why shouldn't you get sucked in? But then people don't take profits and then they lose a lot of money. And in terms of people are so greedy and they're so lazy and unfocused. It's so hard to find the right fit of partner, someone who's sane and smart, intelligent, but calm and diligent and not like fall into all of these like greed trap is what I call it. And yeah, I've seen a lot of startups failed, a lot of startups launched, and as you can see, like 90%, 95% of them fall short. Some of the reasons why they fail, but I think we don't give entrepreneurs enough credit because they provide jobs and jobs provide decent enough security because the worst outcome of being an employee is that you get fired, but the worst outcome of an entrepreneur is you go to jail, like Elizabeth Holmes, and people don't talk about this enough. Also, like customer acquisitions, there's a huge gap there. You think that you can create something, but no one really wants it. And I think now that I'm a content creator and moving a bit away from the whole entrepreneurship scene, I also find that each video, you can't really know what people want. And after doing it for a while, you kind of pick up on what people want and you give them more of that. But that also is a trap in itself because that's not a sustainable way to do it.